What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got another unboxing for you. Today we're going to be unboxing the brand new 4K Steelbook release of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2. So this is actually the first Star Trek series that's being released in 4K Blu-ray. All the movies have already been released in 4K Blu-ray, the Star Trek movies. But so far, all of the other past Star Trek series, even including some current ones like Picard and Discovery, are only being released on 1080p Blu-ray. I think it's because they are likely filmed in 1080p Blu-ray or 1080p HD. So it would just be basically just an upscale, but Strange New Worlds is actually being filmed in 4K. So they can release it natively in 4K, which is awesome. So this is the new Steelbook release. This is also available like in a standard copy as well. If you don't want to pay the little bit extra for the Steelbook. It does have over 2 hours of special features, which is awesome. And I love that even though they're trying to push Paramount Plus, where this airs, they're still putting out Blu-rays and Steelbooks and stuff for the fans. So really love that. I have all the Star Trek series and movies on the best formats they're available, so definitely happy to add this to my collection here. So let me go ahead and take this out of the plastic wrap and I will show you what's inside. So you do see that it comes shrink wrapped here. It does have a sticker on the outside that advertises over 2 hours of special features. It does have a J card, as you can see, but this release has something that's particularly weird. Under the J card, as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff like shoved in here. It's very unusual. I don't recall ever seeing a Steelbook come like this with it doesn't have a slip cover. It just has a J card, but there's a bunch of stuff like piled under the J card. It looks like there's like 4 J cards on this, like all stacked on top of each other or something. So it's very strange. I'm kind of unfamiliar with this sort of packaging, but I just wanted to show you sort of what it looks like before I unbox it here. Here's the artwork on the back with the UPC code there. Some cool screenshots from the season. That's from the musical episode, which is so funny. It's hilarious. It also has, this was also the season with the crossover with Lower Decks and all that good stuff. So lots of really good episodes here. So yeah, those are all the details for the release. But like I said, there's a bunch of like stuff shoved under the J card here, which is very strange. I can see kind of a little bit of a bottom of a booklet or something poking out. So I'm looking forward to taking a look at this. Other than this one sticker, there's nothing else in the outside of the shrink wrap here. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look. I also have the Season 1 4K Steelbook here, just for comparison if you want to kind of see them side by side here. So just for reference, here is the Season 1 4K Steelbook, Strange New Worlds. So very similar sort of vibe and style. I like that they left the kind of title fonts and lettering the same. Also, they match really well on the spine too. So that's pretty cool. So just for reference, this is the Season 1 4K Steelbook that they released. Now we're on to Season 2. So we do have the J card here. It's kind of one of the thicker style J cards. Not like the really thin paper one. But here's the artwork in all of its glory. As you can see, the background kind of has that metallic Steelbook sheen to it there. Anson Mount looking cool. Okay, so now it's time to figure out what is back here. What is stuck to the back? So this whole bundle of stuff is like stuck, I think, with adhesive goop to the back of this. And actually, I don't know, if I leave it on, are they magnetic? Oh, they're like magnetic. Whoa, that's weird. This is very strange packaging. Okay, so we have the back J card right here. It's attached with some goopy stuff to the back here. So I'm going to carefully pull this off. As you can see, there's two things of goopy stuff. They don't want to make it easy on you. Trying to take this off with minimal destruction. So there's that. So the J card has two bits of like tacky goop that hold it on. So yeah, there's the J card finally freed from its goopy prison. And then here, this is cool. What? So these are magnetic alternate covers. What? I have never seen this in my life. So this one has, these are just goop marks. You can probably clean that off. But these are actually giant magnets. They're pretty thick, actually. You can it's hard to see how thick they are on the camera, but they're like pretty thick. They're not super flimsy. With Spock, Uhura, Nurse Chapel, Unich and Riley. Yeah, and these are all, I assume, alternate cover art that you could put on. So if you don't like Captain Pike for some reason, or you want to switch it up, bam! You can get #1 on your cover instead of Captain Pike. They pretty much fit. They kind of have a slightly weird fit. They're not like 100%. Unless they're meant to go on the back. I assume the back and the front have the same dimensions, right? Yeah, so as you can see, I'm just trying to kind of line it up for you. I think these are basically the Steelbook equivalent of alternate artwork. So it'll just stick right to the Steelbook there. And you can have somebody else on the cover of your Steelbook. Or if you'd rather, you can have Nurse Chapel there. You can put it on the front or the back, or one on both. Since they are magnetic, the magnets are actually strong enough to all hold on to the case. So as you can see, oh boy, I'm kind of testing the weight limits here, but as you can see, the magnets are actually strong enough that you can hold the case upside down, and they won't fall out. So they will actually all together stick to the case. That is so cool. I've never seen that before. They're all glossy. They're almost the exact size of the cover. The only thing I would recommend if you do want to use one of these is to maybe like take a cloth or something and brush off the back of it first, because you don't want like little particles or little like bits, dirt bits or something, to be between this and the case, or else you'll probably scratch up your Steelbook. So that would be my only word of warning, is before you put these on the Steelbook, just make sure, like, see, this one has some like little gritty things on it. You just want to wipe it down and make sure it doesn't have any of this like grit on it. Because otherwise, when you sandwich that between the Steelbook and this, if you scooch it around, it'll probably scratch your Steelbook. So, but yeah, such a cool idea. Very unique. I love that. They're really trying some new stuff there. So yeah, so this is the Steelbook again. Here's the spine, just straight black with white text. And there's the Enterprise right there. And there's kind of the shadow of the Enterprise. So you can see like kind of the front and the shadow on the surface. So that's super cool. I like that artwork. And that just kind of wraps around the sides there. Let's take a look on the inside. No codes or anything like that. Very similar to the Season 1 release. We have black discs with white text. And it has the episode names on each disc. And we will remove all 3 of these. Disc 3, I guess a couple of the discs have special features. All 3 discs have some of the special features, it looks like. But here is the inner artwork, which has kind of half profiles of basically all the main characters. So yeah, that's really cool artwork there. Here is the full Steelbook, kind of laid out like that. And there was actually one more thing I forgot to look at that was also kind of sandwiched behind those things. The alternate magnetic covers. Is this a poster? Oh, cool! Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is basically like kind of like an old style sort of like Broadway kind of poster, or like an old-timey like 50s 60s musical movie poster for the musical episode Subspace Rhapsody. That is so cool. It's like a little 4-panel kind of mini poster. But yeah, that is so neat. That is very cool. I like that a lot. It's kind of done sort of like in an old, like an old musical from like the 50s or 60s or something like that. That is so cool. Maybe even the 40s. It's definitely got that kind of vintage look to it. That is really neat. It's got these sort of like fake, like staple marks in it too. It kind of looks like slightly, you know, like kind of fake distressed. That is so neat. I love that poster. How cool. Wow, I'm really blown away by this release. I mean, these magnetic alternate covers that's just insane. I've never seen that before. So yeah, that's very cool. And the fact that, you know, they have this streaming already on Paramount Plus, but the fact that they're also putting it out on disc, on 4K Blu-ray, no less, is just awesome. And, you know, what more could you ask for? This is like a perfect release here. I'm very happy with this. And it thematically looks very similar to the Season 1 case, so they will look very natural beside each other on my shelf. So, once again, we have all 3 discs, the entire Season 2. Let me see if this mini poster will fit inside of here, because I kind of don't want to store it. I kind of don't want to store it on the outside of the case if I can help it. And it does. It just barely fits in there, which is awesome. So, yep, it does fit in there. So that's very handy. And then these, since the magnets are so strong that they'll basically like stick to each other, you can just kind of stack these up. So if you want to leave Captain Pike on the front here, and you just want to like kind of store these on the back, you can just put these together. Kind of line them up. They do kind of bend a little bit, so you might need to like kind of bend them back a little bit like that, because they are just sort of like kind of thin magnets. So that is something you'll have to maybe contend with. I'm gonna make sure this back doesn't have any particles or gunk on it, and I'm gonna stick that to the back here, and I'm gonna try to kind of center it a little bit. That's the hardest part with these, is that it's a little bit tough to center it. It might help if you put them on one by one instead of in one big stack, but yeah, and then you can store it on your shelf just like this. You'll never even notice. And then if you want to, if you really love any of these characters, you can put them right on the front of your Steelbook. So cool, such a cool idea. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching this unboxing. If you like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That would be awesome. If you collect DVDs, Blu-rays, physical media of any sort, I have tons of unboxing videos of all those things on my channel, so definitely check out my past videos. Hit subscribe if you want to see more Star Trek related unboxings in the future, because I love Star Trek. And I typically pick up all the new releases that come out for them. So yeah, if you're into Star Trek, if you're into collecting physical media, definitely check out my channel, hit subscribe, give me a like, let me know in the comments what your favorite episode was from Season 2 of Strange New Worlds. So thanks so much everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time.